Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review, we're going to be looking at a new flashlight from NITECORE that they sent me out. And as I'm filming this, it's not really been released yet. So there's some information I'm not going to know. I can't go to the website. I can look it up because it's not even on there yet. But if you're watching this, it should be available. I'm not going to release this video until it is available to purchase. And this is the NITECORE EDC09. They're telling me it's going to come in at 60 bucks. I think it is a tremendous value at that. It's kind of like my Olight Arc Flex, except for, in my opinion, for my personal use, I actually like this one quite a bit better. I'm going to tell you why as we go throughout this video, but I'm going to go ahead and dig into the specs that I do have that are available to me, show it to you in all those examples and things like that, with the goal of this video to hopefully help you decide, is this the right flashlight to you? But let's go ahead and jump into its features. So again, we're looking at the NITECORE EDC09, starting with some of the exterior features. We'll start out with the size. You're looking at roughly 4¼ inches in length, right around 3/4 inches in thickness, or 1 inch if you want to go out to that belt clip. And then you're looking at right around 1¼ inch right there. Here you can see it in my hand. Very nice size, not overly big, not too small. If you want to compare it to the Olight Arc Flex, very similar. I think the Olight might be just a hair longer, but other than that, it's pretty much exactly the same. So if you end up liking the features better on this, and you've been running the Arc Flex, you'll kind of know this is kind of very similar to that one right there. Of course, the main feature on the outside of it, other than the modes and all that, is your flex head. This one flexes up to 102 degrees. You can see it goes a little bit past 90. Arc Flex only goes to 90, I think it is. So it goes a little bit farther. I'm not sure how big of an advantage those few extra degrees are, but the flex head is super nice in two situations for me. One is it does have a magnetic base right here, so you can stick it on anything metal. Where that flex head comes into play is if I didn't have that flex head, if this is the only place that I had metal, but I want my light to shine over here or there, I can stick it on here and then turn that flashlight and get that head exactly where I want the light to be. That comes in play quite often for me. I absolutely love it. That's why the Olight Arc Flex has been one of my favorite lights so far. That's not only useful with the magnetic base, but it's also useful with the belt clip as well. Here you can see you have that double belt clip, so you can slide it here or here, whichever side you want to. But then if you're going to wear it as a headlamp, as I often do with my flashlights, you can slide it on here, and then maybe you need that light tilted down just slightly. You can move that head, or you can flip it around the other way and tip it up slightly as well. So again, whether you're using a magnetic base, whether you're using it as a hat clip or a headlamp, that flexing head comes in super handy. If you haven't had a flashlight that has that, I would highly suggest getting yourself one. It's very useful in my opinion. As far as the weight goes, the spec sheet that they sent me said it was 114 grams. So again, it's not a very heavy flashlight either, but it does feel like it's a quality build. It doesn't feel like something cheap in your hands. It does charge USB-C. You can see right here, it does come with a USB-C charging cable. One nice feature is if I plug this up right here, you can see I'm charging by the green lights moving, but it has pass-through USB, so you can actually still use it while you're charging it. So if you're camping or something somewhere and you're using it in a tent and you're running out of battery, but you need to charge it, maybe you can charge it off of something else, but you can still use the flashlight while you're charging it. That's a pretty nice feature. I don't know that I'd use it very much, but there's probably a lot of people out there where that would be pretty useful. And then the last two things on the outside are two of the things that they provide you with. One is this lanyard right here. I didn't really see somewhere to clip it on. I'm going to assume I didn't see any instructions or anything as well. If you pull it through here like this, press this button, slide it down, it really can't slide back off of there very easily. So I'm thinking that's probably where you're intended to put it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's where I would be putting it. I don't see anywhere else to do that. And then the last thing that you get in the box is a diffuser. You can put this over your light, and then as you turn that on, it's going to kind of change the diffusion so that you're not just blaring somebody in the face with that light like that if you're, again, camping or walking or doing something like that. But the main thing that I love about this EDC09 is the interface, or how you use it. There's so many complicated flashlights out there these days where you got to press the button 6 times, hold it down twice, get to some color modes, some UV modes, green laser. If I want a flashlight sometimes, I just want a flashlight. So at 60 bucks, this coming in with that flex head, and then it's just a flashlight. I absolutely love this because it basically has some brightness settings over here on this lever. You have the off position, you move it up 1, you're at low, move it up 1, you're medium, move it up 1, you're high. So everything over here, it's a matter of changing the brightness just by doing this right here. I absolutely love that. 1600 lumens is the max lumens. I don't know what the medium and low is, so I'm not real sure. It did say it had an 1100 milliamp hour battery in it that would do 250 or 250 hours on low. That's the only other spec I have as well. So again, you might want to check the description for specs on all those kinds of things. I don't have those yet as I'm filming this because it's not been released. So again, you have off, low, medium, high, And then you not only have those brightness settings, but you have a button over here that you can press and change the color settings. It has a 3000, 4500, and 6500K setting on the color temperature. So if you have a certain color temperature that you like, you can kind of change those as well. And then the brightness, of course, changes with those color temperatures. And then this one does have strobe. Again, I don't really ever use strobe on a flashlight, but if you want it, all you got to do is press and hold this button, and then that's going to change that into strobe mode. So again, it's just basically a flashlight with the flex head, which is one of my favorite features, with a very intuitive, easy to use interface of basically a switch and a button that only controls a flashlight. You've got some different color temperatures, you have some different brightnesses, all those things. The simplicity of it's what I really love about it, and maybe you've been looking for something like that too. But that's what it looks like here. I'll go ahead and go over to the dark, and I'll show it to you kind of in use here in my garage so you can kind of see the light output, and then we'll close this video out and hopefully helping you decide if this is the right flashlight for you. So I'm going to start out in the lowest setting. This is the one that you're supposed to get 250 hours. Again, plenty of light, really, in all honesty, by itself. Cycle through those color modes. Again, there's like the oranger, yellow light. There's the bluer light. There's the one that's kind of in between. Go up to medium. And then go up to the highest setting. That's that 1600 lumens. And cycle through those different colors. So again, you're going to get the color temperature. Very easy to sit here and swap back and forth between the settings as far as the high and low. Very nice light in my opinion. Definitely good for an EDC. But there you go, guys. There is the NITECORE EDC09. I love the simplicity of it. Not a big ton of features that I'm never going to use, all those kinds of things. Love the flex head. That's the #1 thing I like about the Olight Art Flex. That is very useful in my opinion, especially having that magnet there on the back side. It just allows you to get the light wherever you want it. But again, 60 bucks. I think that's also a pretty good value on it as well. But drop in the comments below if this is something you've been waiting for from NITECORE. I know there's a lot of NITECORE fans out there that watch the channel. Drop it in the comments below if this is something you're going to pick up, or if you've been using this flashlight. Let us know in the comments below what you think about it as well. As always, I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next video.